Well, this will be my 25th year coaching at the college level, and it's by far and away the youngest team I've ever coached. We've got 6 freshmen, 3 sophomores. We'll probably start at least 2 freshmen, possibly 3, and we'll have at least 6 or 7 freshmen and sophomores in our rotation. So we're a really young team. We're doing things, our style's gonna be a little different this year, but I think it's a team that's really talented, and it's definitely a work in progress, and it's gonna be a process with this team, but by conference play, I think we have a chance of being a pretty good team.
Who do you bring back from last year that can help you?
Well, we really only have 3 players that return that have significant experience.
Okay.
Taylor Jones, Nikita Tellisford, and Chloe Gingrich are the 3 that return that have the most experience from last year.
Okay.
And then we have a couple players in Mercy and Autumn that have a little bit of experience, but we really only have 3 players that have significant minutes from last year. So we're a whole new team.
Are you depending on them a little bit for leadership on and off?
Yeah, they need to step up and be leaders for us, because they know how we do things and what we do, and they've done a great job of taking those younger players under their wing right now. So we need to. I mean, it's going to be an up and down non-conference season, and their leadership's going to be huge in what we do when it comes to conference play.
Now, you said you have a lot of new people coming in. Do you see where your scoring is going to come from up to this point? I know Taylor Jones could score a lot last year, whether she was starting off the bench, but is there kind of that one girl you look towards that's going to put up those numbers?
Yeah, I mean, that's still to be seen yet. We're going to have to be able to get points out of our post. I mean, that's a huge thing, because I'm not sure yet exactly how well we shoot the ball. We have people that are capable, but they've never set foot on a college floor before. So can they shoot like that when the lights are on? That's still to be determined yet. So, obviously Taylor Jones is going to have to score, and then we're going to need, Nikita so far has had a really good preseason, and we're going to need her to be able to score with her back to the basket, because we're going to have to get easy shots. And in order to do that, we got to get those around the rim, and Nikita's one that can do that for us.
Now, is there any freshmen so far that have really kind of made their name known to you? You said you might have 2 or 3 freshmen starting.
Yeah, I mean, Kalasia Dean has been really, really good. She's out with an injury right now. Probably will miss our first 2 or 3 games, but she's a really, really talented player. And then Brianna Breedy from Canada is another one that I expect to be in that starting lineup for us. And has done a really good job. And then Victoria Oglesby is fighting for a starting spot right now. Kayla Lukebach is fighting for a starting spot right now. Tania Heston is fighting for a starting spot right now. So, I think those freshmen are going to see significant minutes. But right now, I'd say Bree and Kalasia are probably the 2 that have kind of stood out above everybody else.
How long do you expect? Do you have an idea of how long it's going to take to mesh before you get?
Hopefully by November 6th.
Yeah.
I told the team the other day that, I'm not very patient, and I want this to be done right by November 6th, but we have to be ready by December 28th. So everything we're focused on is that first conference game on December 28th, and we have to have everything going at that time. But, my goal is by November 6th. Is that realistic? I told the team probably not, but we have to be ready by December 28th.
So that'll give you a good look in that gap.
Yeah, and with the schedule we've got, I mean, we're playing, this is by far and away probably the hardest non-conference schedule we've played since I've been here. And so that's going to be another way to really test them and see what they're made of, and see how they respond. I mean, with Michigan State, and Indiana here in the arena, it'll be a great chance for them to see what they can do in a big-time environment. So we're excited about that. And then some of the places we go on the road, I mean, to go to Central Michigan and Illinois State, Bradley, Kent State, Akron, I mean, they're going to be tested. So I think that's only going to make us better by December 28th.
What do you think it says about your program that you can bring those big name schools like Michigan State, Indiana, and Michigan here, which is so hard to do?
Well, to be honest with you, I think it says more about their program than ours, that they're willing to do that. I think it takes, it says a lot about their coaches, that they're willing to bring their schools to come here and play us. So I've got a lot of respect for their programs because they're willing to do that. To be able to have all 3 in 1 year is unique. It just is kind of how the schedule worked out, but I think all the credit has to go to their programs and their coaches, because it's not very often that teams are willing to do that.
Did it help you getting that win in the Horizon League tournament? Did that help their stature as a team?
I hope so. I mean, I think we represent ourselves very well. Obviously, we would love to beat IUPUI in that next game, but to be able to get that first win and to do it in the way we did it, I think was a good thing to carry over into this year, and that kind of takes the pressure off of that. And then with the new format they have this year for the conference tournament, I know our team really wants to get back to Little Caesars, and so hopefully that'll give us some confidence going into the tournament when we get to that point this year, to be able to get back to Little Caesars and have a chance to play again.